Hey you guys, welcome to Garden for Parker. Today I'm just going to give you a few tips on how I take care of my dahlias, how I clean the leaves off, how I trim them so that I get longer stems, how I rooted some and planted them out in my yard as an experiment. We're going to cover a lot of different things. So I hope you enjoy this video and let's get started. Alright, so I was moving some dahlia tubers and this little baby fell off, and so it doesn't have any of the mother tuber on it, so I don't know if it's going to work. But I'm going to cut this right about here so it becomes 3 cuttings, and I have some compost here and I put some sand in there and I'm going to mix it all together and I'm going to stick them in the dirt and just see if they'll take. And I've got some of this rooting stuff. I'm going to put them in. I'm going to cut this with some clean scissors right about there. Like that. So that then gives me 3 little cuttings. I'm going to dip them in some water. And then I'm going to dip them in the rooting hormone like that. So I've got rooting hormone on there. I'm going to mix this up so I get my sand distributed. And the sand is just to kind of make the mix easier for the roots to grow through. I guess it makes it a little lighter, so they have an easier time getting started. I'm going to make 3 holes along the side, because if you've watched other dahlia cutting videos, they say to put the cuttings up against the side so the roots hit the side and then they form more buds that way. So we'll see how true that is. I'm going to make these a little less. I'll just stick them right on in. I'm pretty sure these came off my Mango Madness plant, so if I get some new Mango Madness plants off of this, I will be extremely happy. Very happy. Oh yes. All right, I'm going to put this out here so it can get some rain. And there are my Mango Madness cuttings. Wish me luck. I am going to try an experiment. I rooted these dahlia cuttings and they have rooted, and now I'm just going to plant them in regular dirt and I'm just going to see how they do. I just want to give you guys an update on the little dahlia cuttings. I had planted them in a little pot and then I transferred them to my yard, and some of them did okay and some of them are struggling. And I think the slugs like these too. I've heard that slugs like dahlias, but there's one that's doing okay. I'll show you the one that's, I think, pretty much gotten decimated by slugs. I don't think, yeah, that's an at. Yes, it is. And no, I am not the Star Wars fan in my household. I don't get y'all Star Wars people. Okay, anyway, here's my poor little eaten up dahlia. It has absolutely no greenery on it. I really don't see how this can survive. I doubt it will. But I put out slug bait. I really tried, you guys, to help it. But I put these dahlia cuttings out in my yard just as an experiment. I don't have room for them anywhere else anyway. And I had these cuttings So they're not exactly precious to me, but dahlias are so amazing. It would be such a treat to have more and have them be tough enough to live in harsher conditions than my raised beds with a bunch of compost around them. These are actually looking very good. I am so surprised because they're out here with lots of sun. And I didn't put a lot of compost around them. I just put a little bit of potting soil around them, which has some nutrients in it to start them off. But man, these get the most sun and these are the most happy. Maybe dahlias really do love a lot of hot sun. I don't know. I thought they liked cooler weather. All right, here's where my dahlias are. And see, I have them in a raised bed. So let me try to get back so you can see the whole thing. So that's my dahlia raised bed right there. And I have 2 Mango Madness in here that I know of. These haven't put on blossoms yet, so I'm not sure what they're going to be. Looks like this one got broken. Shoot. That one got broken. I think I ought to try to root it. But anyway, I got Cafe au lait, and I've got Mango Madness, and look at that Mango Madness bloom. It's just gorgeous. Need to come out and water these, I guess. They're looking pretty sick. Does anyone know what's causing that? Is it a virus? I'm pretty sure it's a bug. There's a little flea beetle right there. They look like little round bugs, like kind of like a cross between a flea beetle. And just, if you can get your hands on them, I smush them. So I'm going to cut my very first dahlias of the season. And when your dahlias first start blooming, you should cut them anyway so that you can help encourage them to have longer stems. So I will show you what I mean. So this is the dahlia I just cut, and you can see, where this V is right here? Right here was another V. And if you cut right here, right above this V, see how there's a V? If you cut right here, this will encourage these to make new blooms. So I chose to cut at the V that was formed right here, so it would create an even longer stem from the 2 stems that come up this way. So cut down lower on the stem on your dahlia. This is a Cafe au lait dahlia, by the way, and it will encourage future dahlias that bloom throughout the season, and you will have a lot of them, to bloom with longer stems. They'll have longer stems if you cut them that way when you do your first cutting. Let's do a few more. Let me show you where I cut this. And I'm pointing right there to the dahlia stem where I cut it. And you can see underneath is the Y with these stems that come up. And then this will create a bud. And you can see now this stem will have, this future bud will have a much longer stem since I cut it here. Same with these stems. Let's see if I can show you another one. I couldn't bear to cut that dahlia there. Let's see, I think I cut one in here. Yeah, here's a stem that I cut. See right there? Try to get it to focus here. So I cut it right there, and you see there's stems coming out, and eventually those will form buds. Now that this main stem is gone that had buds on it, dahlias are quite eager to create new buds. And in fact, this one has buds on it, so I should go down. See this bud? This is a stem that has a bud on it, right there. And it's a really short stem. So if I go ahead and cut down here at that Y, right above that Y right there, that will encourage these longer stems to have buds instead of the shorter stems that start up here. So I may do that, maybe tomorrow morning. All right, I cut another Mango Madness. Isn't that a gorgeous flower? The main thing that I want to show you guys right now is I like to take all the leaves off on the bottom foot of the plant so that it can get good air circulation, just like you do with tomatoes. If you grow tomatoes, you do the same thing. So I'm just going to take these bottom leaves off and hopefully get some air going through these. I already took off a bunch of leaves off of this one, but if you don't do this, they'll grow leaves all the way down to the ground almost. And just take those out. So I'm just taking off these little stems. They don't have any buds or anything on them. They're just stems on the bottom. So I'm just going to continue to take some of these leaves off the bottoms. Try to open the plant up. And a lot of times I'll take out a middle stem as well. Try to show you close up what I mean now. See how this stem used to have leaves all the way up it. Now it's got no leaves, and that'll allow for less water splashing on these lower leaves. And get some of these dead leaves out too. So these are just perfectly dead. They're not serving any purpose except for encouraging disease in here. Let's see if I can. Here's the stem I took off. So now these don't have any leaves on them now. And that'll help them stay a lot healthier. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed my dahlia tips. Please stay tuned as I'll be uploading more videos soon. I'll probably do a zinnia video soon. I need to do a sunflower hut upload, and there's my sunflower fort right now. It's kind of going downhill, but all that and more will be coming soon to you from Garden for Parker. You guys enjoy your day and happy gardening. Bye.